Man, that's disgusting. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. I'll tell you that right now. I expected to run up. I expected to run up when I posted this video because I saw there was a lot of hype surrounding the stock right now. I saw that there's a lot of people talking about it, but I did not expect it to jump to 0.0019. That is nasty. That's like a 100% gap from where we closed the previous day. So I hope you guys were able to get into this stock. When I put the video out, I did post this, I think 1 or 2 days ago, and I said, hey guys, I really feel like this is going to run up. We've got some good basis here for a reason to invest in this. And sure enough, we did. So we're going to give you a quick update. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trace Trades, where we give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I am happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that are given to me here in the community, make a couple people better off than they were before, it's all that I can ask for. Last week, when I'm mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Now today, like I said, we have an update on ticker symbol HCMC. This is an OTC market stock, and I do want to be completely transparent and tell you, you cannot buy this on Webull, so do keep that in the back of your mind. I do not have a position in HCMC. I'm currently in the process of transferring over my account from Fidelity over to Webull, and in my Fidelity account, I do have AMC, BB, NOK, CLWD, and SNPW. So I do not have a reason to pump this to you guys. This is exactly how I see it, and I just want to give you the straight facts. So we're going to cover this on the charts as best as we can, but to be honest with you, the price action is a little bit ugly. It's pretty barcode-ish. Not a lot of good stuff here to say, but I will tell you why I expect this stock to run up and why it is important for you guys to look into this a little more deeply, right? So let's just get right into the video. So one thing that I want to show you guys is this lawsuit that we've got going on right now. So this lawsuit, let's just pull this up. This was actually posted quite a while back on November 30th, 2020. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, why is this all of a sudden taking off, right? If this was posted back on November 30th, 2020, why would people start caring now? Well, that's the beauty of Reddit, my friends. Absolutely insane. So there's a penny stock thread on Reddit in which people started talking about HCMC, and they said, hey, we saw this article from November 30th saying HCMC is currently filing a lawsuit for patent infringement against Philip Morris. Now, let's just read a little bit of this article and give you guys an idea of what's happening here. So, HCMC, Healthier Choices Management Corporation, today announced the filing of its patent infringement lawsuit against Philip Morris USA Incorporated and Philip Morris Products SA in connection with their product known and marketed as IQOS. The lawsuit was filed in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia. The international law firm Cozen O'Connor has been engaged to represent HCMC in this matter. HCMC's lawsuit includes claims that Philip Morris is infringing their patent rights in connection with IQOS, an alternative tobacco product marketed and sold by Philip Morris. Philip Morris claims that it is currently approaching 14 million users of its IQOS product and has reportedly invested over $3 billion in their smokeless tobacco products. Philip Morris has been very open about their ongoing transition from traditional, fully combustible cigarettes to their modified risk tobacco products, including IQOS. And this number, guys, is massive. $3 billion in their smokeless tobacco products and 14 million users of its IQOS product. Now let's check this out really quick, just so you can see what it is. IQOS product, Philip Morris. And just see if we can find anything regarding this. So this is what we're looking at. This is the IQOS product. This is the what this looks like. I'm just going to back up and find you guys an image instead. But essentially, it's just an e-cig. It's a vape pen, essentially. So it's a smokeless tobacco product that Philip Morris basically is infringing upon the patent rights of HCMC. And they're infringing upon so with two different ways. So the Philip Morris IQOS product is currently the subject of two other patent infringement proceedings filed by R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. One proceeding is before the International Trade Commission and seeks to stop the importation of the IQOS product into the United States. The other is a patent infringement action currently pending in the Eastern District of Virginia. R.J. Reynolds' patents are unrelated and not affiliated with the patents asserted in the HCMC case. So these are not related patents to the HCMC case. We are pleased that after a lengthy and careful analysis, A law firm with the patent litigation reputation and strength of Cozen O'Connor will be enforcing our patent rights, said Jeff Holman, the CEO of HCMC. He concluded, we look forward to proving our allegations of infringement in this matter and intend to continue to move forward against any and all companies that infringe upon our intellectual property in both the tobacco and cannabis categories. So that is what this looks like right now. And what really catches my eye, guys, is this $3 billion in their smokeless tobacco products. And the reason this catches my eye is because if we look at their financials, let's look at their last annual revenue. Their total revenue in 2019 was $15.11 million, and their gross profit was $6.48 million, which is actually a little bit down about 9.5% from the previous year. But if you look year over year, guys, they don't see a lot of profit. I mean, they have been slowly growing. 782,000, 3 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, down a little bit this year, right? But so they are growing as a company ever so slowly. And 6.48 million in gross profit compared to $3 billion. Now, I'm not saying that they're gonna get $3 billion out of this, but if Philip Morris is putting $3 billion into their smokeless tobacco products, that's how much they have invested in their smokeless tobacco products, and their IQOS system is infringing upon the patent rights of HCMC. In my eyes, that should basically mean that they are entitled to a lot of financial compensation. And even if this is just a fraction of that, even if it's just, let's say $500 million, right? Their gross profit is $6.48 million. So if you're just to do some quick math, and let's just round this down to say 5, right? That means you're looking at a 100 times increase on their yearly revenue compared to what you've seen in the past. And that's lowballing it. If you say $3 billion, you get where I'm going with this. That is absolutely madness. That is insane. In my last video, I said this could easily 20x, and I always lowball my estimates, guys. But in reality, in the harsh reality, this stock could very, very easily 1,000 to 2,000x. And I'm not kidding in the slightest bit. This could go from literally less than a cent to over $1. And that sounds insane, but you really need to understand $3 billion compared to a $6.5 million in gross profit is a huge, huge gap. That is insane. That is a big deal. And one thing that was pointed out to me by multiple people is that this is expected to get reacted to by Philip Morris by February 26th. So we do have a date in the back of our minds that we do know leading into the stock. So that lawsuit, right? We are expecting something to happen by February 26th. So now we've got a news date. We've got a catalyst. And I expect that now that more people are talking about HCMC, you're going to continue to see a slow and steady run up on this stock leading into that date. So if you are able to purchase this stock, right? I think you are able to do so on Charles Schwab if you use Webull, right? So if you set up a Charles Schwab, you will be able to buy into this stock. I anticipate this is going to continue to run. And we haven't seen a lot of price action in the past, right? It was pretty flat, basically down at 0 cents. But right now, it looks extremely, extremely bullish. We've got a huge gap right now between the 15 MA and the 200 EMA, which are both indicators that I typically use on the charts. The RSI, not correcting very harshly at all. The relative strength index, anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold. And these two indicators right here are basically price action-based valuation trend lines. The purple line of the EMA is over a 200-day moving period, and the 15 MA, some brokerage accounts call this the SMA, is over a 15-day moving period. So this gives you both a macroscopic and microscopic perspective of the price action. If you look at this in the past, it was pretty flat. But now you can see there's a huge, huge gap happening right now. To see this jump on the 200 EMA as well as the 15 MA indicates to me that there's some extreme bullish momentum happening right now. Look at this volume, guys. Now, keep in mind, this is trading for less than a penny, but we saw 5 billion shares traded right at the bell on this stock in a 5-minute window, which is absolutely insane. That's pretty filthy. It's crazy to see how much this has been taken off. And if you were able to get into this when I put that video out, I am so pumped for you guys that you're able to turn a profit. I know some people that honestly got into this back when it was trading at like 0.0002. And if you got into 0.0002, dude, there's almost no downside for you at all. The only way that you can go is up. That is how you make a millionaire out of a thousandaire. That's how you make a millionaire out of a hunderdaire, honestly. It's insane. So what's a good entry point for this, right? What's the game here? Well, let's just do a little bit of pattern configuration. So what we're seeing right now is the last retracement we saw, right? The last run up. It pulled back to about 61.8%. Pretty harsh pullback. You're typically looking for 50% is a good sign of strength. So if we follow that same trend and that same pattern, which I'm not guaranteeing you will happen, I'm just saying if this does happen, you're going to see a pullback to about 0.0013. And this is a pretty nasty gap up, guys. That's a nasty gap up. And typically when you see a gap up like that, the price action is eventually filled. So I do want you guys to be very careful getting into the stock before you see some pullback, because, you know, you may miss out on a little bit of a run up, right? But if this drops from 0.0019 down to just like 0.001, right? That is a huge difference. You're looking at a big swing in price, and that could crush your portfolio. So the cheaper you can get into this, the better off you're going to be, and the more your upside is, right? You're just going to be able to return more, and your risk is going to be lower. So I think one of two things is likely to happen. Either A, we're going to fill this gap right here, this gap up in price action. You know, we do have a small amount of price action here, but it's candle wicks. It's not very good, clean price action. So I think at the very least, you're going to fill this spot right here, at least to these two zones, because we got one candle wick touching here, one candle wick touching here, and a candle wick touching here. So I find it very likely that we end up falling back into this price range somewhere. So if you see a pullback down between 0.0013 and 0.0014, I think that is likely to be a pretty solid entry point into the stock. And if you see it bounce around a little bit, you know, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. At that point, I feel pretty comfortable buying into the stock, and I think you will do extremely well. As far as exit points go, I think the best opportunity here is going to be as a short-term hold. I would say hold this for at least, you know, a couple of weeks leading into that February 26th date for the lawsuit. I will cover this on the channel as regularly as I can, give you guys some updates on what everything's looking like. But I'll tell you what, if they win that lawsuit, this stock is going to go absolutely insane. It's going to be filthy, disgusting filthy. Like I can't even tell you how gross that's going to be. If they see the full $3 billion in compensation that Philip Morris has invested in their product, infringing upon this patent, I mean, you can see the math. You can see the math. 6.48 million in gross profit for HCMC in the last year, 2019. That would be insane. That would be absolutely insane. And you would see an increase in share price like you probably have never seen in your portfolio in your entire life. So that is what I've got for the video today, guys. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below for Webull. Webull is a brokerage platform that allows you to trade in the pre-market starting at 4 a.m. And if you use my link, you'll get 4 free stocks with a $100 deposit. I'll receive a free stock. Great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested, that's totally fine, my friends. I promise you. I'm just glad you're taking the time to watch my videos. So that is what I've got for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.